Car chases make up some of the most thrilling scenes in movie history. We've seen them in some form or another since the early days of movie making. We talked to Wade Eastwood, a stunt coordinator who most recently worked on Mission Impossible Fallout. One of the movie's best scenes was a car chase through Paris. We asked him, how do you train to be in a car chase? How do you plan one? And when the day comes, how do you actually shoot it? Here's a little peek into how an epic car chase is brought to life. Before a shoot, stunt drivers will drive around in a variety of different vehicles to get the feel of how each of them drives. Training most often focuses on improving drift and precision skills. Actors and stunt drivers will drive around, surrounded by cones, to keep them on mark. Being a stunt coordinator doesn't just mean planning action scenes. Productions sometimes pour millions of dollars into a given car chase, so it's necessary that it is done as safely as possible.
Before I start testing, I have to look at what we want to do and see how much risk I can eliminate. And then during the testing phase, I reevaluate my risk assessment. And when I get to a place that my risk assessment is not a high risk assessment, it's a medium to low risk, then it's a doable stunt.
They have to assess the surface they're going to be shooting on.
Terrain plays an important role when filming a car chase. The cobbled streets in Paris, obviously slippery surfaces. Cobblestones can move. Then you're transitioning from cobbles to tarmac, asphalt. So you've got different grip levels. And you might be on a mountain road that's dusty because the winds are blown. When I'm doing a sequence, I'll always try and sweep the roads and clean them so there's a consistency to the surface.
To capture the most dynamic chase scene, it's important to shoot it from every possible angle. It's not unusual to see a car covered in cameras. Camera mounts are attached to a car, as well as lights. The cars in Fallout were free-driven. In some instances, though, the car being filmed will be towed. This is usually done when there's a lot of dialogue and a need for the driver to concentrate on their performance. It's also best to do this if the performer's vision is too obscured by all the cameras mounted to the hood of the car. To get every angle imaginable, a crew will use a Russian arm camera tracking system. In addition, Eastwood swears by a tracking motorcycle that he uses. He mounts a stabilized camera to a bike, which can go from 1 inch off the ground to 7 feet off the ground in just 2 seconds. A lot of the car chases you see are done practically. Sure, visual effects have to be used for certain details, but it's rare you'll find a car chase done completely in front of a green screen. You'll really only see that for certain stunts that are too dangerous to do in real life. Even when a car chase is shot practically, there will always be an element of visual trickery involved.
Making 50 miles an hour look like 100 miles an hour and look exciting, which is the trick that we have to do in film, because for everyone to keep up with you at 100 miles an hour, cameras and things happen far too quickly and accidents would happen even quicker. So we have to tone things down but make the car look exciting.
But making a good car chase is about more than just producing thrills, driving fast, and conquering the most impossible of terrains.
It's not always a big spectacle for me with a car chase. It has to be story. If I'm invested in the character in the car, then what happens with the car is immaterial to me, but it's more about going on the journey with that character in the car.
It's why Tom Cruise, Vin Diesel, and audiences everywhere will never be able to get enough of a good car chase.